We're getting in some breaking news right now. First pictures of Prime Minister visiting Sacred Heart Cathedral Church. That's the visual on your screen of the Prime Minister's meeting that took place at Sacred Heart Cathedral Church. In fact, the Prime Minister thereafter went to the BJP headquarters for the CEC meeting. These are the latest visuals now coming in. We'll try and go across to our senior executive editor Abhishek Kapoor for the latest to put this into perspective about the visit that the Prime Minister had at Sacred Cathedral Church. The meeting took place in the national capital earlier in the day. These are the latest images now coming in of the visit that took place. Prime Minister staying there for about a couple of minutes, interacting with the people in the church. These are the latest images now coming. It's significant given the fact that the Prime Minister has always made this point very clear that as far as his government is concerned, it has always been about Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. Remember, the Prime Minister essentially has been targeted by the opposition leaders time and again about the fact that there hasn't been any outreach when it comes to the minorities in the country. Something that has been outrightly rejected on various occasions by the Prime Minister, saying that this was basically a malicious attempt to tarnish the image of him as well as his government. This entire visit assumes a great significance with the Prime Minister visiting the church in the national capital. We'll try and go across to our senior executive editor Abhishek Kapoor for the latest. And just to put this into perspective, what does this essentially mean? Joining us on the broadcast, Abhishek. Abhishek, just put this into perspective. When the Prime Minister has always spoken about Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, and he's always basically dismissed the kind of opposition that he's faced, especially given the fact about how the government has dealt with the minorities. But this image perhaps assumes a lot of significance.
Absolutely, Shravan. And this is part of an outreach which Prime Minister has been underscoring for his party leaders to pick up. So, like, I would remember just last week when Prime Minister spoke at the Foundation Day event of the BJP in Parliament, he asked about how the leaders can, or instructed rather, that they should make an outreach to minorities because unlike what the perception is about the BJP as a majoritarian party, the minorities, Dalits, are standing with the party now, as can be seen from various election results. Then the Prime Minister spoke about the same outreach and specifically named Pasmanda Muslims, for example, and the Christian minorities during the BJP National Executive, which took place in the month of February in Delhi. And then again, at the same National Executive, which happened 3 months before that in Hyderabad, Prime Minister, that was the first time, in fact, Prime Minister very openly said that the BJP should be making an outreach to the minority communities and assuage their concerns and make sure that BJP is seen as natural party of governance and improves its acceptability among the minorities with this outreach. In fact, subsequently we saw events taking place, for example, in Bareilly and in Deoband, and we have seen for example, 4 MLCs now belonging to the minority community, specifically the Muslims in UP legislature, in the Legislative Council. In fact, similarly, other outreach having been made. So this seems to be part of that. Prime Minister speaks often about making sure that the minorities are taken care of. In this case, we are seeing on Easter Sunday, he has visited the church, the Archdiocese in Delhi, and we have seen him doing so in the case of Bohras in Mumbai just last month, where he said among the Bohras he feels as if he's at home because of the Gujarati connect with the Dawoodi Bohra Muslim community. And in this case, he has, and remember, he has a packed last 24 hours. He was in Karnataka, back-to-back events, and we saw his pictures in Karnataka earlier in the day, and now he has flown down and is straight to the church where he has participated in the Sunday Mass, and you can see him sitting on the chair along with the priests and participating in the prayers. So I think clear case of Prime Minister practicing what he preaches to his own leaders first, and they say that in the Amrit Kal, everyone looks up to the BJP and it's India's best era coming, and everyone should be taken along, which
जी यहाँ पर चर्च पे आए, उन्होंने प्रेयर मीटिंग में भी हिस्सा लिया, आप लोगों से भी मुलाकात की, कैसा फील कर रहे हैं सर और क्या कहेंगे इस मौके पर?
बहुत खुशी का मौका रहा क्योंकि पहली बार प्राइम मिनिस्टर आ रहे हैं, मोदी जी पहली बार आ रहे हैं और मेरे ख्याल में इतिहास में भी कोई एक प्राइम मिनिस्टर पहली बार इस चर्च में कदम रख रहे हैं, तो इसलिए मुझे अच्छा लगा। और विशेष करके मोदी जी आए, 9 साल तक नहीं आ पाए लेकिन इस बार तो आ गए हैं, तो इसलिए। और ईस्टर के दिन जब हम प्रभु यीशु ख्रिस्त का पुनरुत्थान मना रहे हैं तो इस दिन आए तो बहुत ही अच्छा लगा, क्योंकि जब प्राइम मिनिस्टर, वैसे तो और भी मिनिस्टर भी आते हैं और बहुत बड़े लोग आते हैं, लेकिन हमारे देश के प्राइम मिनिस्टर पहुंचे तो बहुत ही अच्छा लगता है, क्योंकि वही है लीडर हमारे, और ये खुशी का मौका रहा हमको।
सर क्या कुछ बातचीत हुई और क्या कुछ उनका
बातचीत नहीं हुआ, ज़्यादा बातचीत नहीं हुई, नहीं बातचीत के लिए नहीं आए, प्राइम मिनिस्टर सिर्फ प्रार्थना में भाग लेने के लिए आए। और हमारे बच्चों ने 3 अच्छे गाने गाए जिसको हम हिम्स कहते हैं। प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने हाथ जोड़ के उसमें भाग लिया और मोमबत्ती जलाई पहले, प्रभु यीशु ख्रिस्त की प्रतिमा है, पुनर्जीवित प्रभु यीशु ख्रिस्त उसके सामने, और बैठे जब तक कि ये तीनों गीत जो हमारे बच्चे गा रहे थे ख़त्म ना हुए, तब तक बैठे रहे हाथ जोड़ के। और जब हमने बताया कि अभी ख़त्म हो गया तब उठे, और प्राइम मिनिस्टर को हमने एक छोटा सा एक गिफ्ट भी दिया, मेमेंटो, प्रभु यीशु ख्रिस्त का एक फ्रेम दिया। और उसके बाद 2 फोटोज़ रहे, फोटोग्राफ्स, और उसके बाद आए यहाँ पे और वो पौधा लगाया वहाँ पे। हाँ, उसमें सुझाव दिया कि कैसे उस पौधे को हम ड्रिप इरिगेशन करके पानी को बचा सकते हैं, और कैसे ये पौधे फूलेगा, ये बढ़ जाएगा, कैसे पनपनेगा, ये प्राइम मिनिस्टर हमको बताया। मुझे नहीं पता था, ये अच्छा सुझाव है, तो इसको ज़रूर इस्तेमाल करेंगे हम। थैंक यू।
Well, that first pictures of Prime Minister at Sacred Cathedral Church in the national capital. You heard the reactions now coming in. Undoubtedly, as the Prime Minister has been emphasizing that as a party, he's been urging all the members of the party for a massive outreach to reach out to all communities about the development work that has essentially been done by his government, which has been targeting all other communities. That's all that we've heard on this story.